everything litty. I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep.
What is going on, you beautiful bastards? It's your boy Said Reacts. We're back with another reaction. Today we got why aliens might already be on their way to us. This is from, I'm gonna butcher this. This is from kurzgesagt. It's a channel that I knew about for a little while, and that my buddy recommended me to watch, and then it reminded me of them. And now I want to, react to them because their content is insanely interesting. Their animation work is amazing. I mean, this is just great videos, So if this is your first time watching them, then bro, sit along for the ride. You're gonna enjoy it for sure. If it's not, then you know what you're in for. And if you guys are new to the channel, this one, or you keep coming back, hit that sub button. Anyway, I hope you guys are ready. I'm ready. Let's get it. Let's go.
The universe is magnificent and vast. Hundreds of billions of galaxies, trillions of stars, and even more planets. If even the tiniest fraction are habitable, then the universe should be teeming with life. And yet we see nothing, only vast emptiness.
Right.
Where is everyone else?
Where?
The answer to this riddle could be as exciting as it is creepy. We are early, born before almost all other life.
Or we're
But
late.
very soon, this may change. Not only might aliens appear, they could quickly surround us. An irreversible competition for the universe might be about to begin.
Oh, wow. Monkey. Bro, what's insane in for a graphic designer, this is fucking crazy, because it looks to me that most, if not all, of the designs for the animations are all done in Illustrator, which, holy fuck, that's gotta take a long time.
While this video is based on scientific
Look at
papers,
little bird.
we're presenting interesting ideas based on little data and lots of extrapolation, so take them with a grain of salt. Okay, we need to look at three essential questions to understand the galactic competition. 1. How fast can bacteria build spaceships? To become a starfaring civilization, life as we know it needs to master a number of very hard steps.
Okay.
It starts with dead stuff turning into the building blocks of life. Then
Right.
it needs to organize into self-contained cells. Those cells have to learn to work together to form multicellular organisms. This keeps going until complex creatures with big brains learn to use tools and language. Civilization has to be formed from cultures that value progress and technological
wow.
development. And then they need to actually venture out beyond their home planet. On Earth, life appeared basically as soon as the oceans formed.
Right,
But then
yeah.
it took 2 billion years to make the step from single cells to multicellular organisms, and 2 billion more for us to appear. Culture, civilization, and space travel developed super quickly though. Do things always take that long, or was this actually exceptionally fast? Also, passing one step does not mean the next one is guaranteed. Multicellularity evolved over 25 times independently on Earth, but there's only one species that builds spaceships. We don't know how many steps life needs to pass and how long they take to give rise to a technological civilization, but there are probably many, and it's likely that on trillions of planets, life has been trying for billions of years. Since we don't see any other technological civilizations out there, it might well be that we are a rare exception. We might be among the first, or even the first technological civilization in the Milky Way.
It could be that, yeah.
But this is just one piece of the puzzle. On top of that, we may have just hit the perfect time window.
Oh, for
Why
sure.
does humanity exist now? The universe is already 13.8 billion years old, but it's unlikely that many other technological civilizations had a chance to appear before us. Because in the earlier universe, life would have had a pretty hard time to emerge, let alone thrive, because it was such a hostile environment. Early stars constantly blew up, galaxies crashed into each other, and supermassive black holes vomited massive amounts of radiation. Enough to sterilize galaxies over and over again.
Wow.
Our sun was born right at the end of this cosmic death show. The universe has never been more welcoming to life than it is now. So humanity has arrived at a very convenient spot in time, maybe the earliest reasonably possible for life to thrive. What about
Okay.
the future? The sun burns brighter than 90% of the stars in our galaxy and will keep getting brighter. In about 1 billion years, it will boil all of Earth's oceans and then become a giant that swallows it whole.
Yep.
So in the galactic context, the sun is very short-lived.
Oh yeah,
Most
for sure.
stars are red dwarfs that can sustain habitable planets for tens of trillions of years.
Oh my god.
Life on these planets has an incredibly long time window to appear and pass the hard steps. Even knowing nothing about how rare or common life is, this makes it way more likely for technological civilizations to appear sometime in the future than in the past. Because if civilizations appear at random in the Milky Way within a time window of 1 trillion years, then very few, if any, would appear before today. Then a couple more
I get it.
arrive in this period of 1 billion years that we're in, before all star-faring civilizations that could ever exist emerge altogether.
Right.
This weird tsunami-like distribution is the result of both the hard steps model and something else. A sort of deadline for any spacefaring civilization. Any civilization coming after will find it hard to have room to survive, so all potential life has to cram in before it.
Wow.
Humanity exists now because otherwise we might have missed this deadline. What or who creates this deadline?
Right.
Why aren't aliens already on Earth? Humans are curious, expansionist, and hungry for energy. We've spread over the world and made it our own. Our technology has been improving over time, first slowly, then breathtakingly fast. If these things don't change drastically and our descendants want to prosper, they will expand into space. We could construct a Dyson swarm for endless energy and transform planets into new homes. We could cross interstellar distances, allowing us to reach for planets around distant stars.
Yep.
If we have the motivation, we can become a galactic civilization.
Yep.
A civilization that does this sort of stuff can be called loud because its activity creates noise, signs that can be detected from far away. Imagine someone in a forest, cutting down trees, starting fires, and laying down roads. The more intense their work, the easier they are to notice. An expanding technological civilization would probably be hard to miss. Our telescopes would pick up all that energy, and we would clearly identify artificial interference with stars and planets. Another consequence of this
Okay.
business is that it's very disruptive to the environment. Clearing a forest means the end of its wildlife. Human activity has left no chance for a squirrel civilization to appear. Not
Nope,
because
none.
we hated squirrels, it's simply that the thought that they might want to do that at some point never crossed our minds, and we needed wood.
Yeah.
Similarly, if loud civilizations were running around the galaxy in the past, terraforming planets or harvesting the energy of stars, they may have prevented our existence. Had aliens started colonizing Earth while we were still sludge in the oceans, that sludge would never have turned into humans.
Nope.
This is how loud aliens create a deadline for new civilizations appearing. The galaxy may have trillions of years to create life, but there may only be a short window for it to spread and thrive.
So, okay, so growth of life on the planet can be cut short by alien life invading that planet for resources, is what he's saying, I think.
Even if a loud civilization respects planets with naturally occurring life and expands around them like humans do with wildlife reserves, any civilization on such a planet would not be able to expand ever. Trapped forever on a tiny island.
Right.
But here we are, so loud aliens were probably never here. What about aliens that don't expand? They would be quiet aliens. They're
Quiet
probably
aliens.
limited to one star system and don't have a noticeable impact on their cosmic surroundings. Humanity is like this right now.
Yep.
We wouldn't be able to detect ourselves from the other side of the Milky Way.
Nope.
If they stay quiet forever, maybe because of their culture or abilities, then they are not really a concern for us. We only have one sample to draw from, humanity, and right now, we are on the path to becoming loud. If we're not special and succeed anyway, then any other civilization with the motivation and resources to would eventually expand beyond its planet of origin. Okay.
It feels like we are on the path to become a loud civilization, like he's saying. We're also very, very, very far from that. Well, you know, that can always change when the focus becomes targeted at a new technology that people are interested in. But space doesn't seem to be one of them, to my knowledge. I might be wrong about that, but I don't think there's a lot of people that are interested in going to Mars. I mean, I wouldn't go. I feel like it'd be a team of scientists that would go and then, you know, try to make the area quote unquote livable, like underground, and then try to have stuff grow in there. But like, it's a very different place. I don't feel like a lot of people would be interested in that. And then you have to, like, what do you do from then? Do you go to another planet? Because why Mars? And if we are going to Mars, what are we getting from it? I mean, it's sure as hell not resources. Probably is, but not,
of all these assumptions and ideas. Grave consequences. Race to the stars. If we are really early, then eventually others will catch up with us. Civilizations will emerge all over the place. And these new aliens will look at space, see no signs of life, and come to the same conclusion.
Right.
They exist because loud civilizations have not yet taken over everything, but it only takes one loud civilization to crowd them out of the entire galaxy. They, like us...
But would a loud civilization mean that they would push humans to be extinct, or another alien race to be extinct, just because they want that planet as resources? Or is that our view of it, because our view is distorted and we're very violent creatures? Maybe they're peaceful, who knows? Maybe there'd be hype that they found living, intelligent beings, you know? We don't know, bro. We don't.
Will face an important decision. Do they stay quiet, take it easy, and tend to their planet for as long as possible, or do they start expanding to take a chunk of the galaxy before someone else arrives? Meeting others does not necessarily mean war or conflict, but it means that new borders will arise, limits that may persist forever. In the worst case, a civilization could be completely enveloped by the empires of others, eternally doomed to be a galactic backwater without control over their fate. So if we want a seat at the galactic adults' table, we best get to work. If we really are early, we have an incredible opportunity to mold thousands or even millions of planets according to our vision and dreams.
Yeah, but like, why?
And one day when we meet others, we can greet them and meet them as equals. Wouldn't that be nice? If you want to explore the vast universe from the comfort of your own home, we've got...
And like, this is relating to an actual problem on Earth, being overpopulation. You know, overuse of resources and everything. By the way, like I said, these animations are just out of this world. But yeah, this is alluding to overpopulation and the overuse of resources. So I am like stuck between two places right now, because as much as I don't see it happening anytime soon, I think it would be needed. But how do you bring back resources? You know how many trips that would take to bring back, like, let's say we found an ocean of drinkable water on a not so nearby planet. What then? Do we move there? Or do we bring the water back to us? How long is that gonna take? Like, do you know what I mean? We're not being, I don't feel like we're even close to being there yet. We're not close to being close, is what I'm getting at, I guess. Okay, this was a very, very interesting video, though, and a very good perspective on you know, alien life as a whole. Why, like, maybe the fact that we're first. I'd never heard that theory before for some reason. It's very, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense. As someone who is very interested by alien life, I never thought, for one, that there was alien on Earth. I'm not that guy, but I do feel like I do feel like it'd be egotistical to say, is that how you say that word? Probably not. Oh well, I feel like it'd be weird to think that you're alone in a universe as a species. That, like, as an intelligent species, that doesn't make any sense to me. Universe is massive. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the original in the description. I'm gonna subscribe to that channel. We're gonna be reacting to more of this. If you want more of this, make sure to leave a comment. And yeah, that's been it. It's been your boy Said Reacts. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.